This is it.
Let's do it.
It's not.
It's not it.
It's not it. But this is basically it in terms of. This is it for Buffy in terms of like the last like major arc, like mini arc story here we got going. So this is kind of it, but not totally it because it's like a two-parter sort of. But it's it, kind of, which is crazy. And then when it is it, then I'm really going to be like, this is it.
We left off with a bomb on Angel. We're left off with a bomb here. So let's
oh, that's true. There were a lot of bombs.
Start this off with a bang.
Oh my God. What could that be?
It is the axe.
You found it. Not impressed.
Shiny.
Because the question now, girly girl, is can you pry it from solid rock before I come over to
Yep.
you?
Easy.
Darn. You don't even know what you got there.
I know you're backing away. Let her go, Caleb. I said let her go.
I let her go. She slices me open with that thing.
No, she doesn't. She hasn't got time. She has friends, and her friends are in trouble. Faith go boom.
I'm not letting her out of here with that thing.
Sure you are. Then you'll come back for it later, when she's got her back turned. I'm here!
3, 4.
Where's Faith?
Another girl, there's more than Faith. We don't even know how many of us are still alive. He was one of them.
Are they gonna like make
That's
her
not
drown
possible.
and revive her like
Get
Buffy
here, Clem.
and have another one?
Run.
Woo! Oh, we gonna get 3? Man, you know what I wish they had have done? If this is how Faith goes out, I'll be sad.
Get ready. Another one. Move.
I mean, I would too, but still.
Not that one. That one.
Several. How?
Taking out the Uber vamps.
It's a good axe.
Get the wounded. We're leaving.
Are there more?
There's always more. Let's move.
She meant of the axes, because everybody wants one now.
We followed her, and it didn't work out.
You guys, it was a trap. It's not her fault. That could have just as easily happened to me.
So are you like back?
I don't know. I think it's maybe some kind of scythe. The only thing I know for sure is it made Caleb back off in a hurry.
So it's true. Scythe matters.
And ignoring that,
And I knew it belonged to me.
It's in the board game and
Knew
it's
it.
in
awesome.
addition to being ancient, it's clearly mystical. I can't imagine how something like this could exist without my having heard of it.
The good guys are not traditionally known for their communication skills.
Hey! We're supposed to use that to sterilize wounds. Mr. Giles said.
Come on, what does it really matter?
She's like, it matters to me.
The one on the
Giles
bed's like,
knows
I
single
care.
malt Antiseptics. Slaughterhouse is what it is.
What?
Trying to talk will just kill you sooner.
We need supplies and not just
Shut up.
bandages and junk. These you should drive because that scotch made me a little dizzy.
I got hurt, but I'm not done. I can still fight.
I know. That's why I need you to do this. Xander, I need someone that I can count on no matter what happens.
That makeup looks so Faith.
I just always thought that I would
It just does.
be there with you, you know, for the end.
Hey,
Well, not that this is the end.
thanks a lot.
By the end, I meant heroic and uplifting way. See, I'm still optimistic. You're just thrown off a little by this gritty-looking eye patch.
I know what you meant.
I should be at your side. That's all I'm saying.
You will be. You're my strength, Xander. You're the reason I made it this far. I trust you with my life. So I need you to do this for me.
Okay.
Also, you can't shoot a bow and arrow anymore. And every time you pick up a sword, I worry that you're gonna break one of our good lamps.
Hey.
Don't look at me. You're the one who said I'm gonna die.
I never said you were gonna die. I implied that you were gonna die. It's totally different. Besides, if you die, I'll just bring you back to life. That's what I do.
Okay, before the vineyard was just, a vineyard, it was a monastery.
It's not a question mark. It's the International Phonetics Alphabet symbol for glottal stop.
A hooey?
Sort of gulpy noise. Now I'm remembering something here. Throughout the ancient world.
Carvings like you'd have on a pagan temple?
Go back. See what else we can find out about this temple. The scythe is a symbol of death.
It's beautiful.
Let's see where these pagans buried their dead.
All this stupid, it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye joke. Hey, Xander, so no more fun and games, huh?
Giles was just having fun with you.
That's not the point. It's an obvious joke. It'd be like someone calling me a cyclops.
Oh. Everyone's still kind of on guard around you. But before you know... Why'd Buffy tell you to do this?
Trying to make you a god.
I am thy humble servant.
Nathan.
And I'm ready to serve thee.
She's a
And damn, that's something. Feels like it's mine. I guess that means it's yours.
It belongs to the Slayer.
Slayer in charge, which I'm guessing is you.
Does it matter?
Tag team.
Never mattered
Throw
to
it
me.
back and forth.
Somebody has to lead. Let's vote for Chow On. Harder to lead people into a death trap if you don't speak English.
It wasn't your fault.
Really not looking for forgiveness.
You're not.
What do you want me to say? I blew it.
You didn't blow it.
Tell that to the...
People die. War is about death. Needless, stupid death.
Here's the laugh riot. My whole life, I've been a loner.
That's the funny part. Did I miss something?
I'm trying to...
Sorry.
No ties, no buddies, no relationships that lasted longer than... Well, Robin lasted pretty long. Boy's got stamina.
Principal Wood and you. And in my...
Don't tell me you two got Wrigley.
No. We're
Wrigley.
just good friends. Or mortal enemies, depending on which day of the...
I'm looking at you, everything you have. And I don't know, jealous. Everybody's looking to me, trusting me to lead them, and I've never felt so alone in my entire life.
Yeah,
And that's you, every day, isn't it?
I love my friends. I'm very grateful for them. But that's the price. Being a Slayer.
There's only supposed to be one. Maybe that's why you and I can never get along.
Also, you and Evelyn were killing people.
Good point. Also a factor.
But you're right.
But also was driven there.
I guess everyone's alone. But being a Slayer, there's a burden we can't share.
And no one else can feel it. Thank God we're hot chicks with superpowers.
Takes the edge off.
Comforting.
Found the Holy Grail, or the Holy Hand Grenade, or whatever the hell that is. Can see why a girl would ditch a fella for one of these.
I'm sorry about that.
What did the note say?
Doesn't matter. Last night was just a glitch. Bit of cold comfort from the cellar dweller. Let's don't make a thing out of it.
I have work to do.
Oh, yeah. Another solo mission, of course.
Yeah, it is.
That's fine. You don't have to get shirty about it.
I'm not shirty. What is shirty? That's not even a word.
All right. Big secret mission. It's fine.
It's not a secret. Well, I mean, it is. That's the point of the mission. Find out the secret. Find out what this is and why I have it.
And that's the thing the preacher man was so anxious to keep out of your midst.
That it is.
Well, maybe I'll swing by the venue when you go. Make sure it's sitting tight.
Great.
Okay.
You're dope. And a bonehead, and you're shirty.
Have you gone completely carrot top?
You see this? This may actually help me fight my war. And the reason I'm holding it is because of you. Because of the strength that you gave me last night. I am tired of defensiveness and weird mixed signals. You know what? I have faith for that. Let's just get to the truth here, okay? I don't know how you felt about last night, but I will not...
Terrified.
Spike.
It was the best night of my life. If you poke fun of me, you bloody well better use that, because I couldn't bear it. May not mean that much to you, but...
I just told you it did.
Yeah. I hear you say it, but... I've lived for sodden ever, Buffy. I've done everything. I've done things with you I can't spell, but I've never... been close. To anyone, least of all you. Until last night. All I did was hold you, watch you sleep, and it was the best night of my life.
It's the power of cuddling.
So yeah, I'm terrified.
You don't have to be.
Were you there with me?
I was.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Does it have to mean something?
Not right now.
Maybe when...
No, let's just leave it. We'll go be heroes.
It's the best death line ever, though. Let's go be
This one
heroes.
has oxygen tanks.
They'd only be useful if something big was attacking.
You are the perfect woman.
I've often thought so.
What's wrong?
I'm sorry.
Oh, cool.
I want that tattooed across my face.
You're the
And
perfect woman. I've often thought so.
Want to get stitchy with it?
And they have no purpose that unites them, so they just drift around, blundering through life until they die. And it's something that really matters. They fight. I mean, they're lame morons for fighting, but they do. They never quit. So I guess I will keep fighting too.
That was
Shadow
kinda
is
beautiful.
really distracting.
Same. Agreed.
You
Right there, especially.
You love humans.
I do not.
Yes, you do. You love them.
Stop it! I don't love them, and I'll kill you if you tell anybody.
I think I'd like to finish out as one of those lame humans trying to do what's right. So, wheelchair fight?
It's one hell of a crypt.
Mm-hmm.
Was that in town?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many graveyards they actually have, because we only really see that one.
I think there's definitely 3 at least, but I think there's
there'd
4.
be more.
I'd forgotten how young you would be.
I could have sworn she said I'd F off, and I thought she's like, if I were you.
Plays tricks. I see you found our weapon.
Who are you?
One of many. Well, time was. Now I'm alone in the world.
So what are you?
I look good for my age. I've been waiting.
I love that line.
You pulled it out of the rock. I was one of those who put it in there, forged in secrecy for one like you who... I'm sorry. What's your name?
Buffy.
No, really.
I love it.
We forged it in secrecy and kept it
No,
hidden
really.
from the Shadow Men. Who...
Yeah, met those guys. Didn't really care too much for them.
Then you know. And they became the Watchers. And the Watchers watched the Slayers. But we were watching them.
Oh, so you're like...
And we were watching them.
What are
Watch them.
Guardians. Women who want to help and protect you. We forged this centuries ago, halfway around the world.
Hence the Luxor Casino theme.
Forged there. It was put to use right here to kill the last pure demon that walked upon the earth. And then there were monks, and then there was a town, and now there was you. And the scythe remained hidden.
How is it possible that we didn't know any of this?
We hid too. We had to, until now.
Does this mean I can win?
That is really up to you. Use it wisely, and perhaps you can beat back the rising dark. One way or another, it can only mean an end is truly near.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that last part on account of her neck snapping and all. Did she say the end is near or here?
Okay. Well, I did not expect that to happen.
Chloroform. Are you still loopy?
Sorry about that. Someone knocked me out with chloroform.
That can like permanently damage people too.
Where
so,
are
like,
we going?
Xander,
What's going on? Talk to me.
could you not have done anything
Away.
else?
Please know that I love you and that everything I do is for you. I promised once to show you this beautiful world, and I'm gonna do everything I can to make that happen.
Didn't even finish the letter. It's just like, yep.
I'm so tickled by that.
You're not slipping out of this spot, girl. See, you can't stop me. I could just keep going back for more. It's like being reborn.
I got the evil in me.
God, I remember this so well.
Hey.
It's never much for preachers.
Angel,
You look good.
Hey guys,
you look timely.
Angel.
And not so good.
Heard maybe you needed a hand.
Tuesday nights at 9 on the WB.
Ah, it's one of those things you have to finish yourself.
Not CW.
Really kind of is.
I mean, you could probably benefit from his help.
You?
Yeah, you really could.
Yes!
Get wrecked.
See? Under control.
Well, at least you could tell me you're glad to see me.
Dream?
That bitch.
Why didn't Spike step into that fight at all?
Because he has respect for her abilities. He
When
knew
she
she
was on
would.
the ground.
He knew she had it. Angel is absolutely there.
Okay, and she's kissing him, and
Yes.
yeah, that does kind of suck, especially for Spike, especially right after the whole like feelings conversation. But they also said let's just hold off until we know what's going on with everything else, which we'll talk about that conversation now. Was a very mature conversation, and I really, really did enjoy it, and I thought it was great, and I liked it, and it is the slowly building trust again for me thing. If it had another season, maybe I could forgive Spike. Maybe. If he continued down this path. But unfortunately, we have one episode left, so I'm never going to be fully on the Spike train again. And it was just fully respect, and all of it just being like, it was just a good moment. And they were both acknowledging, like, that night was a good moment. So I really liked that. I really liked them having that adult conversation about everything. The only thing I don't like about it is even though it happened in a time where Buffy was not supported by anybody else, so she was just running to Spike. Because Spike, in this circumstance, I'm going to say it and all you guys are going to call me out on it, he loves her. And so she was like clinging to that love when she's not getting it from anybody else. So that's the only part that I'm just like, I really wish for Spike's sake, she was still feeling love from somebody else, so it's not just a last resort. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
But unfortunately, she kissed Angel. So I don't think we're going to actually have Buffy end up with anybody by the end of her series, which is okay. And we got this new scythe. It's not an axe. I keep saying it once looks like an axe to me. I thought a scythe had to be like hooked, and it's...
Perhaps, but this is called a scythe. Yeah.
It's fine. It might be a scythe, and I just don't know my weapons. But
I mean, when you think scythe, you think death, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Did take out Caleb,
yes,
which is good because Caleb was like super, super powerful. Even now, he had the first in him, and he was even more powerful, and it still took out him. Mm-hmm. Supposedly, he's dead. I would imagine he's dead. So that's great, and that it did come from a powerful source of the Guardians that watched the Watchers, that watched the Slayers, that.
Well, she's just
took out the vamps.
Just straight up like blasphemous. Like you gotta break her neck. She's withheld all of this time.
Oh, good for my age, crack. Ugh.
Yeah.
Darn. that you can somewhat expect is going to happen. Like, okay, yeah, Anya's going to say a clever statement that's like hyping herself up, and Dawn is going to obviously want Xander to turn the car around.
Yeah.
Those two moments especially, you know they're coming, you know what's going to happen, but to have them just like happen so instantaneously and just so done. Like, I just loved it. The whole like, the perfect woman.
You're the perfect woman, or you're like,
I often think so, or something like that.
Yeah,
Just
I
like,
often think so.
Just so off the cuff and so poignant, and just it's totally an Anya thing, but it made me bust a gut. And then Dawn not even finishing the letter, and she's just like, nope. Like, I knew this was coming, bitch. No, Dawn, I'm doing this for us. We have to get out of here. We're just normal humans. You're not a potential. I'm not anything special with my eyesight anymore. And it's going to be like this huge, dramatic, end of times speech. And Dawn's just like, I've had it. I've done this. We've been here for a few seasons. I'm over it. And
Right.
I'm not a child anymore. Fuck you guys.
Yeah,
Let's go.
right. Yeah.
It was so good. It was so good. So we have this conversation between Xander and Buffy where I didn't know that was the case until it happened with Dawn. What she was telling him to go do and where she was telling him to go and everything. But part of me didn't know if this was just Buffy telling Xander to go take care of the potential somewhere else, or this is our second to last episode. And yeah, it's crazy. This is our second to last episode.
So crazy.
So a lot of these conversations, it's still giving me chills because I'm here and I'm enjoying it, and I'm watching Buffy, and I know we still have a whole season of Angel, but like, this is our last time of watching Buffy.
This is where it started.
And it's like giving me chills because it could have been like, that could have been the last scene that Xander had been in for forever. And as an actor too, having been in shows and whatnot, knowing like, I've been in plays that have lasted 3 months. I have been in productions that have lasted a year or so. And then to put myself in the mindset, not only of Xander with Buffy, but the actor also just coming to a conclusion of, this is my last scene. And this is my last scene with this actress, and we are saying our goodbyes because she's gonna die in the scene or something like that. We don't know. But also, like, this is the last time I get to act with you.
Yeah.
After 7 years, 8 years, however long this took to make. But that was really sad. I was getting chills between Anya and Andrew and Buffy and Xander and all that. So you have the finality of what's to come. We'll see if I cry or not. I'm still hyped up from Dawn, but you know.
Yes,
Faith didn't die. That's good.
Yeah. And that scythe is hers.
And Buffy's, yeah.
And Buffy's, yeah.
They had a reconnection of sorts. I wouldn't say it was a full-on reunion or anything, but a reconnection of, like, we don't like each other, and that's okay. But that's okay. At least Faith is understanding Buffy. I don't know how much Buffy still cares for Faith at all, but at least Faith has opened her mindset to what Buffy goes through. So I'll give him that. But I still don't feel like Buffy understands Faith. But you know what? She's got an army to run, so I guess...
Yeah.
Guess it will never happen, but that's okay.
A lot of these moments, I do wish... Because if I'm going to say anything negative, I'm going to say it while we're in this episode and not the next one. Mm-hmm. If there's any of these moments that I wish that this season would have made more time for these moments, like to like really like let us live in them a little bit longer, instead of where a lot of this season picks up is closer to the end of it, which is very unfortunate. And it would have been great if we could have fit in more of this stuff, you know, because once Faith, especially when Faith shows up, but even right before Faith shows up is when the story really starts to actually pick up. And we're already close to the end by that point, you know? So if there's one criticism I'd make of season 7, it's that they really, really didn't need a lot of the stuff they had at the start, and they could have probably pushed up the more cool stuff.
There's some episodes that probably weren't as necessary.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice to see more of a final goodbye to different little things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're still getting those moments, but I wish that we had more time for them.
Yeah.
I wish we had a little more time for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. It's the second last time I'm going to say this, at least for this show. This was another great episode of We Watch Slayerverse with Buffy.
And it's Slade.
Thanks so much for joining us today.
You are incredible.
As always, we appreciate
you.
Aww. They're incredible too.
I know, but I was.
But if you guys think we're incredible, you should like this, subscribe to our channel, and click that bell to be notified.
Go to that Patreon thing too, because
we have that and you could use the money.